15 mind-blowing facts about Burundi, the most unique country in the world. Think you know Africa? Think again. Hidden in East Africa lies Burundi, a tiny nation bursting with colossal surprises. Its lush hills cradle ancient kingdoms, its legendary royal drummers rattle centuries into the present, and its shimmering Lake Tanganyika guards nearly a fifth of the world's freshwater. Women here weave beauty and tradition into intricate hairstyles, while smallholder farmers produce coffee revered worldwide. Even more surprising, many families survive on just $1 a day. Ready to explore the 15 mind-blowing facts that define this extraordinary land? Buckle up and prepare to see Burundi like never before. Number 15. Small but mighty. Nestled in the heart of East Africa, Burundi may be small, but it holds a rich tapestry of history, culture, and natural beauty. This compact nation covers just 27,834 square kilometers, about the size of Maryland in the United States, but it contains a lot within its borders. However, what makes Burundi truly unique? Located on the northeastern shores of Lake Tanganyika, one of the deepest and oldest freshwater lakes in the world, Burundi shares its borders with Rwanda to the north, Tanzania to the east and south, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the west. Burundi's landscape is defined by rolling hills and plateaus, earning it the nickname Land of a Thousand Hills. These hills are not just picturesque, they're vital to the nation's agricultural economy. Here, coffee and tea plantations thrive, producing some of the world's finest beans. Did you know that over 90% of Burundians rely on farming for their livelihoods? Despite its size, Burundi is home to diverse ecosystems, from the wetlands of Ruvubu National Park to the forests of Kibera National Park, which are havens for rare wildlife like chimpanzees and colobus monkeys. However, Burundi isn't just about nature. It's a country of resilience and deep-rooted traditions. With a population of over 12 million, Burundians share a rich cultural heritage, including the famed royal drummers, whose rhythms echo centuries of history. Number 14. Distinctive beauty and elegance of Burundian women. Burundi is a country celebrated not just for its picturesque landscapes, but also for the grace and beauty of its women. Burundian women carry a distinct elegance, rooted in cultural pride and traditions passed down for generations. One of the most striking features of Burundian women is their natural beauty, often highlighted by traditional hairstyles. Intricate braids, buns, or twists are common, with some styles symbolizing age, marital status, or community. These hairstyles are not only stunning, but also tell a story. Can you imagine wearing your personal history in such an artistic way? During festivals and ceremonies, Burundian women wear necklaces, earrings, and bracelets made from locally sourced beads, showcasing craftsmanship that has been honed over centuries. Besides being jewelry, these accessories express identity. Traditional attire like the imbutano or igitenge plays a central role in their elegance. These brightly colored, patterned fabrics are skillfully wrapped around the body, creating flowing garments that are both practical and visually stunning. During cultural celebrations, women often pair these outfits with matching headscarves, completing a look that radiates dignity and charm. Burundian women's elegance is also embodied in their demeanor. Known for their warm, radiant smiles and welcoming nature, they exude strength and resilience. Many women are the backbone of their communities, contributing to agriculture, trade, and family life. Number 13. Ancient Kingdom. Deep in the heart of East Africa lies a nation with a royal past that stretches back centuries. Burundi, known today for its cultural vibrancy and natural beauty, was once an ancient kingdom ruled by monarchs called Mwami. But how did this monarchy shape the identity of this small yet mighty nation? The Kingdom of Burundi traces its origins to at least the 16th century, making it one of the oldest monarchies in the region. The Mwami, or king, was not just a political leader, but also a spiritual and cultural figure. Did you know that the Mwami was believed to have divine powers? He was seen as the ultimate protector of the land, ensuring the prosperity of crops, cattle, and the people. This close connection between the monarchy and agriculture reflected the country's dependence on its fertile lands. The royal court was a hub of activity and innovation. It established a complex system of governance, dividing the kingdom into provinces led by local chiefs who reported to the Mwami. This structure helped maintain unity in a land of diverse communities. Burundi's monarchy ended in 1966, but its legacy lives on in the country's traditions and cultural identity. Exploring Burundi's ancient kingdom offers a glimpse into a fascinating chapter of African history that still resonates today. Did you know that almost 20% of the world's fresh water is located in Burundi? Stay tuned, we'll be revealing more soon. Number 12, Coffee Powerhouse. Burundi is a land where coffee cultivation represents more than just an industry, it's a way of life. Did you know that coffee is Burundi's main export and a cornerstone of its economy? With over 90% of the population engaged in agriculture, coffee production connects millions of Burundians to the global market. But what makes Burundian coffee so special? Burundi is renowned for its high-quality Arabica coffee beans, particularly the bourbon variety, which thrives in the country's high-altitude regions. The volcanic soil and ideal climate, cool temperatures, ample rainfall, and sunny days create the perfect conditions for growing coffee. Burundi's coffee is prized for its unique taste profile, often described as bright, fruity, and floral, with a crisp acidity that coffee lovers cherish. The process of making Burundian coffee is meticulous. Coffee cherries are typically handpicked by smallholder farmers, ensuring only the ripest are chosen. Most coffee is then processed using the wet or washed method, which enhances the bean's vibrant flavor. Fun fact, Burundi has over 2,500 coffee washing stations, where the cherries are pulped, fermented, and dried before being exported worldwide. In Burundi, sharing a cup of coffee is a gesture of hospitality and friendship. Communities often gather to celebrate the harvest, strengthening social bonds. As you sip your next cup, take a moment to consider the journey of those beans, nurtured by Burundian farmers on hillsides overlooking Lake Tanganyika. Are you a coffee lover? Let us know in the comments below. Number 11. Iwaku Music Festival. In the heart of East Africa, where traditions run deep and creativity thrives, the Iwaku Music Festival stands as a vibrant celebration of Burundi's culture. Held annually, this festival is a lively fusion of modern and traditional music, dance, and art, showcasing the richness of Burundian heritage. But what makes this event so special? The name Iwaku Musica translates to Our Music, emphasizing the festival's role in uniting communities through the universal language of art. Local artists, musicians, and performers from across the country gather to dazzle audiences with their talents. From the powerful rhythms of the royal drummers of Burundi to contemporary hip-hop and Afrobeat performances, the festival bridges the past and present. The festival isn't limited to music, it also features dance performances, art exhibitions, and storytelling sessions that honor Burundi's oral traditions. It serves as a platform for emerging talent, giving young artists the opportunity to showcase their creativity and connect with broader audiences. Beyond the performances, the Iwaku Musica Festival promotes national unity as it rotates between cities each year. This allows people from different regions to experience and contribute to the celebration, strengthening communal bonds. Visitors can also explore local crafts and traditional foods, making it a full sensory experience. Number 10. Land of a Thousand Hills. Have you ever stood on a hilltop surrounded by endless green, with the horizon stretching far beyond? That's the everyday view in Burundi, a country often called the Land of a Thousand Hills. Situated in East Africa, this small nation captivates visitors with its stunning landscapes that are as diverse as they are beautiful. Burundi's rolling hills dominate the terrain, with lush greenery blanketing the highlands. These hills are vital to the country's agriculture, where crops like bananas, beans, and coffee are cultivated on terraced slopes. Can you imagine farming on steep inclines, where every square meter of land counts? This is a way of life for many Burundians, but the country's natural wonders don't end there. Nestled in the western part of Burundi is Lake Tanganyika, the second deepest freshwater lake in the world. Its crystal clear waters stretch across 4 countries, creating a vital resource for fishing and transportation. The lake is so deep, it's thought to hold 18% of the world's available freshwater. Along its shores, you'll find sandy beaches and fishing villages, offering a glimpse into the daily lives of locals. Burundi is also home to unique ecosystems. The Kibera National Park, a dense rainforest in the north, serves as a sanctuary for wildlife such as chimpanzees and rare bird species. Meanwhile, the wetlands of Ruvubu National Park provide a haven for hippos, crocodiles, and exotic plants. This landscape is the foundation of Burundian identity and livelihood. So next time you hear the heart of Africa, Think of Burundi's hills, lakes, and forests. Number 9. Drumming heritage. In Burundi, the royal drummers, known as abatimbo, hold a sacred place in the country's culture, and their rhythms carry centuries of history. Recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, this drumming tradition has been a symbol of power, unity, and cultural pride for generations. But why are these drummers so essential to the Burundian people? The royal drummers were historically part of the monarchy, playing pivotal roles in national ceremonies, such as royal coronations and harvest celebrations. They were more than performers, they were keepers of history, responsible for preserving cultural narratives and connecting the past with the present. The rhythms they play are not simply music but powerful expressions of Burundian identity, invoking themes of unity, strength, and resilience. The drums themselves are crafted from hollowed-out tree trunks, their surfaces stretched with cowhide. These drums are massive, some weighing up to 30 kilograms, and can produce sounds that resonate through the air with incredible force. In performance, the drummers move, leap, and dance, using their whole bodies to bring the music to life. It's a visual and auditory experience that captures the energy of the nation. Today, the abatimbo continue to perform at festivals and events around the world, sharing Burundi's rich culture with audiences far beyond its borders. Number 8. Umaguro Festival. In Burundi, harvesting is much more than just collecting crops. It's a time for the entire nation to come together and celebrate. One of the most important traditional events in the country is the Umaguro Festival, an annual celebration marking the beginning of the harvest season. This vibrant festival is deeply rooted in Burundian culture, symbolizing gratitude, unity, and the prosperity of the land. The Umaguro Festival praises the relationship between people and the land. It serves as a moment of thanksgiving for the year's harvest and an opportunity to reflect on the importance of communal labor. During the festival, villages and communities gather to share food, music, and dance. This celebration is filled with joy and solidarity as people from all walks of life come together to honor the abundance the land has provided. The festivities typically begin with traditional songs and dances, with vibrant costumes and rhythmic movements that reflect the country's rich cultural heritage. One of the key features of the festival is the display of local crops, bananas, beans, maize, and of course, coffee. These crops are often presented as offerings to the community and the land, signifying the bond between nature and the people. As part of the celebrations, leaders often offer blessings for the upcoming season, ensuring that the harvest will continue to thrive. Number 7. Traditional wrestling. In Burundi, traditional wrestling, known as igihingwa, is more than just a sport. It's a cultural celebration that has been practiced for generations. Deeply rooted in the country's history, igihingwa is a form of entertainment and a way to honor strength, resilience, and community. Wrestling matches are often held during important events, such as festivals and village gatherings, where they serve as both competition and spectacle. The wrestlers, usually men, demonstrate incredible agility and power as they try to pin each other to the ground. This strange discipline requires mental focus and strategy. What makes igihingwa unique is how it reflects Burundian values. These wrestling matches carry a sense of pride and are seen as a display of courage and skill. Before a match, participants may perform rituals or chants to build up energy and show respect to their ancestors. This aspect of the sport underscores its deep connection to Burundian cultural identity. Though popular in rural areas, traditional wrestling also draws large crowds during national events. Spectators cheer for their favorite wrestlers, and the excitement builds as the contest unfolds. Matches are marked by dramatic moves where opponents use their weight, balance, and knowledge of techniques to gain the upper hand. Through igihingwa, the spirit of competition and community thrives in Burundi, making it a sport that honors both the individual and the collective. What traditions from your culture inspire a sense of unity? Comment down below, and maybe we'll make it our next topic. Number 6. Rich linguistic heritage. In Burundi, language is a key aspect of both cultural heritage and daily life. The most widely spoken language in the country is Kirundi, which serves as a unifying force among the Burundian people. Spoken by the vast majority of the population, Kirundi is the heart of communication, preserving traditions, oral histories, and local customs. For example, the Kirundi phrase, "Nta nkokokazi, ibika isake iriho," a hen does not crow in the presence of a rooster, is a well-known proverb reflecting traditional wisdom. Ndayizeo, I trust in God, reflects spiritual faith. But Burundi's linguistic landscape is more than just Kirundi. French and Swahili are also official languages, each representing different aspects of Burundi's historical influences. French traces back to the colonial period when Burundi was under Belgian rule. It continues to play a significant role in government, education, and media. Swahili, the third official language, tells a different story. As the lingua franca of East African trade, Swahili links Burundi to its neighbors, including Tanzania, Kenya, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Number 5. Challenges of early marriage. In Burundi, child marriage is a harsh reality for 20% of girls who marry before the age of 18. This practice ends their childhoods and disrupts their education, cuts off future opportunities, and traps them in a cycle of poverty and inequality. Why does this practice persist? The answers are heartbreaking. For many families, child marriage is tied to cultural traditions and economic survival. It's often seen as a way to secure a girl's future or ease financial burdens. But for the girl herself, it often means sacrificing education, facing the dangers of early childbirth, and losing her right to choose her own path. Imagine being just 15 and having your dreams replaced by adult responsibilities you weren't ready for. Yet there is hope. Across Burundi, a growing movement is challenging this harmful practice. One of the main goals of these efforts is to improve girls' access to education, ensuring that they stay in school and delay marriage until they are physically and emotionally ready. Advocacy groups are stepping in to raise awareness and shift mindsets, engaging local communities to break the cycle. They are helping parents see that keeping their daughters in school is a far better investment than marrying them off. Educational programs are empowering girls with knowledge about their rights, helping them see beyond societal expectations to imagine futures where they can become teachers, doctors, or leaders in their communities. The fight against child marriage in Burundi is far from over, but progress is being made. With each girl who stays in school, who refuses to settle for less, and who finds her voice, they move closer to a future where every child can choose their own destiny. But despite these challenges, did you know that 70% of the agricultural workforce are actually women? Keep watching. We'll reveal more later. Number 4, poverty and resilience. Did you know that Burundi is the poorest country in the world, with a GDP per capita of less than $300? For many families, daily survival is a delicate balancing act. In rural areas, most people rely on subsistence farming, growing staples like beans, maize, and cassava, not only to feed their families, but also to sell small surpluses at local markets for a modest income. However, fluctuating crop yields due to unpredictable weather and limited access to agricultural tools or fertilizers mean these families are often walking a financial tightrope. In urban areas, life presents a different set of struggles. Jobs are scarce, with the unemployment rate remaining stubbornly high. Those who do find work often earn meager wages that barely cover basic expenses. A kilogram of rice might cost around 3,000 Burundian francs, approximately $1.50, while a loaf of bread goes for 1,200 francs, which is $0.60. Daily spending for many families is limited to absolute essentials like food and, when possible, soap or kerosene for lighting. Despite these financial hardships, Burundians display extraordinary resilience and resourcefulness. Families stretch their resources through bartering, sharing meals, or leaning on extended family networks for support. Local markets, buzzing with vendors, selling fresh produce and affordable household goods, become hubs of economic and social activity. While money is tight, the emphasis on community ensures that few are left entirely on their own. Cultural traditions also play a crucial role in sustaining hope and joy. Umaguro, as mentioned before, brings people together to honor their heritage through music, dance, and storytelling. These moments of collective expression not only preserve Burundi's rich culture, but also offer a reprieve from the daily grind of economic hardship. Even in the most challenging circumstances, Burundians find ways to come together, laugh, and celebrate life. Number 3, Lake Tanganyika biodiversity. Lake Tanganyika, located in the heart of East Africa, is not just a stunning body of water, it's an underwater paradise. This lake is home to a rich diversity of life, hosting hundreds of unique fish species, many of which can be found nowhere else on Earth. In fact, over 250 species of fish call this lake home, making it one of the most biodiverse freshwater ecosystems in the world. With a history that dates back over 12 million years, The lake's ecosystems have had ample time to evolve in unique ways. Species here have adapted to the lake's distinct conditions, such as its deep waters and mineral-rich environment. For example, the lake is home to rare fish like the Tanganyika cichlids, which are admired by scientists and aquarium enthusiasts alike for their stunning variety and complex behaviors. But Lake Tanganyika is not only important for its biodiversity, it also holds 18% of the world's available fresh water, as we mentioned before. This makes it an essential resource for millions of people who rely on the lake not just for fishing, but for their daily water needs. Number 2, ugali with vegetables and beans. One dish that is a cornerstone of daily life in Burundi is ugali, a thick, dough-like porridge made from either maize or cassava flour. This dish is beloved across the country for its simplicity and heartiness. Ugali is often served as a filling base alongside a variety of dishes, but in Burundi, it is most commonly paired with sautéed green vegetables and stewed beans, making for a meal that is not only nutritious, but also deeply connected to the country's agricultural roots. Amaranth leaves are a common choice for vegetables, providing a burst of color and flavor. These leafy greens are rich in vitamins and minerals, offering a healthy complement to the dense, starchy ugali. The addition of beans brings a source of protein, completing the dish and turning it into a well-rounded, energizing meal. This meal reflects the agricultural lifestyle that defines much of Burundi. With farming being central to the lives of most people, ugali with vegetables and beans is an affordable and accessible dish that uses locally grown ingredients. Number 1. Women's key role in agriculture and peace building. Did you know that women in Burundi make up over 70% of the agricultural workforce, yet face significant challenges? Despite their crucial role in feeding the nation, women often have limited access to land ownership and financial resources. In a country where farming is central to survival, these barriers hinder women from fully benefiting from their labor. But how do they navigate these challenges? Burundian women have shown incredible resilience, adapting to these constraints while still contributing to the economy and their families. They are not only involved in growing crops like maize and beans, but they also take on the responsibility of managing households and ensuring food security. However, their voices often go unheard in decision-making, especially regarding land rights. Beyond agriculture, women in Burundi have played pivotal roles in peacebuilding. After the civil war at 1993 to 2005, which left deep scars on the country, many women took on leadership roles in grassroots reconciliation efforts. They led initiatives that fostered dialogue and healed communities torn apart by violence. Their strength and leadership during this turbulent time are central to Burundi's recovery. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a like. Tap the screen to check out more videos like this. See you next time.